Hey y'all, my name is Tina. I'm just here to give you a few tips on how to bounce back from setbacks in your life and just how to balance your life in general. Through experience, I have encountered a few setbacks, and my main thing what I do when going through those setbacks is self-reflecting. I like to do a lot of self-reflecting, basically looking at where I am right now in my life, what I have done in the past in my life, and what can I do to better my future. And then with just balancing my life, I do a lot of routine. My life is very routine, and I find it that having a routine helps balance your life. You know, when you do things daily and you be more organized with what you do throughout your life, you will see that it balance you out, and then you see areas and opportunities in your life for you to grow, and you see yourself becoming a better person, and you also strengthening, you know, who you are as a person too. And so yeah, that's it. Balance and routine, and then also setbacks, you know, just self-reflect. Reflect on yourself and see where you've come from, where you at now, and how can you be better. All right, that's all I got for y'all today.
Give up. I can't quit. I can't give in. I can't give excuses. He taught me that excuses are for the uncommitted. You create excuses because you're not committed, because you don't want to do it. And I know that it might start off rough, or it might start off easy, and then it might get a little rocky in the middle. You know, life happens. Like everything is not going to be perfect. And there are things that happen. But you still have to finish strong. So that's something that stands out to me. Like,
what does it mean to be strong? To me, to be strong is to face your fears. I'm talking about the obstacles that you may face, where either you do it or you're in a worse situation. And through those obstacles, God have shown me that your fears is only made up in your mind. You believe in Him and you walk by faith. And sometimes you don't have to walk by faith. He's just right there. He's so magnificent that He gives the way out. And the second question is, what did I learn that can help someone else out? Love yourself. Know you. Know your likes, your dislike. And once you love yourself, you will not allow people to misuse you under no circumstances. Thank you.
So what does it mean to be a strong man? In my opinion, it means to have a spiritual relationship with Jesus Christ. That day by day that you're seeking His counsel, whether it be prayer, but through reading the Bible, but to have a relationship with God, because you can't always depend on being physically strong or mentally strong, because life will hit you with so many curveballs that both will have you just kind of wrecked. So you need to have a relationship with Jesus Christ, but also knowing that you're not living for the moment. So I think you got to be strong and not to be able to yield to lust, yield to temptation, and yield to those weaknesses. I think you got to understand your weaknesses and knowing how to guard that, and knowing how to be strong and not give yourself into the things that will put you in a position that you shouldn't be in, because we all have a legacy. We're all living more for just the moment, but God is using your life. If you're a child of God, He's using you each and every day wherever you're at. So in my opinion, being a strong man is somebody who has integrity, has character, and somebody who keeps pushing when everything else is not going the way you expected to go. Things do work out, that you're not letting it get to your head, that you continue to live for more than just a moment and more than just certain accomplishment, but you live for a greater prize, a greater purpose. And so that's why I believe being strong, because being strong in that light keeps you balanced. It keeps you from things going to your head. It keeps you from thinking that you're more than somebody else, or a title or something like that, or a degree. It keeps you balanced. And in life, you have to be balanced, because we all serve a purpose and we all have a purpose. And some people are just on their way to where they need to go. And if you understand your strengths, understand how God can use you, you can make a difference in somebody else's life. So I think that's what being a strong means.
And that there's beauty in following your own story and knowing exactly what you've been put on this earth to do. And with every path, you always gonna have setbacks. And it's okay to be upset about the setbacks, to also think about what went wrong and how could you fix it. But what's not okay is you dwelling into your setbacks and bringing your past into your future. I like to think as that setbacks are more like a learning curve. You grow from a learning curve. You learn different things that you didn't know before this happened. There's no path that's perfect. Trust me, there's absolutely no path that's perfect. But take those setbacks and grow from it. And
what have I learned where I can help someone else? What I learned is when people show you who they are, that's who they are. Listen to people. Look at their paralinguistics. Look at their body language. Listen to what they're actually saying to you, because they're telling you who they really are, and they're telling you what their intentions and their motives are for you. Many of times I overlook that because I have such a big heart and I seen a need there, or I seen potential and I actually wanted to help that person. But deep down inside, that wasn't their motives and their intentions for me. Their motives and their intentions for me was to get all that they can get so that they can do the things that they need to do to fear their self-satisfaction. So what I learned from someone that I can give to someone else is when a person show you who they are, believe them.
Others. I've learned that it's okay to be nice. It's okay to be kind. It's okay to go out of your way for people. But at some point, for your own sanity, for your own health, you have to set boundaries. You go above and beyond for people. Do all you can randomly. And sometimes they still want more. It's not fair to you. You have to set boundaries about the things that are personal to you, are sacred to you, are special to you, or are important to you. You have to set boundaries. And when you set those boundaries, don't let up at all.
How do I find balance in life? I feel like I'm constantly trying to find balance in my life. But it is definitely not just one thing. It is a collection of things. So one, prayer, because it's always good to talk to the one who literally knows all of your thoughts, your deepest concerns and desires. 2, journaling, because for me, it's a way for me to get all of the mental load from my head onto a sheet of paper, and it helps free up a lot of mental space. 3, community. Surround yourself with people that you love and that who love you. And 4, I did have a 4th thing. 4, resting. I rest a lot. Do not feel bad when you need a day off. It doesn't matter what it's from, like a day off from anything. Just when you need a day off, when you need a mental day, whenever you are just burnt out, feel free to give yourself some space away from everything else going on around you.
What inspires me to keep focused is knowing that my life isn't in vain. God created me with a purpose, and me fulfilling his purpose continues to inspire me over and over again to know that I'm doing his will and helping someone else. And what keeps me able to come back after a setback is knowing that I'm not perfect, and I see a goal and I want to attain that goal, and I want to make sure that goal is in line with what God has for my life. And once I know that it is, it's just unstoppable for me to attain, because I'm doing it for God and not for myself.
How the day go, you're going to have a little adversity. You might have a little something come up. But the problem is, you can't say it's bad because you're here, you're living, you focus on God. And most importantly, he going to take all that away. Because he's looking at it like this. You focus on him, he's going to make things focus on you. And I mean, people going to focus on you and see that, well, he's focused on God. his focus is locked in. He on aim. He on point. And every time you on point with God, bigger and better things come. That's why we got to focus on him. I'm inspired by him. I'm inspired by what he have done in my life, and it keeps me focused. The things that I have came short on keeps me focused, because where I messed up at, I have learned. And it keep me focused because it keep me pushing. It keep me going. I don't stop. And it just, one of them times